We are back here for Game 3, the final nightcap game here at the Hoop Cities basketball tournament here at Winston-Salem Prep High School in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I am James Blackburn, and I am joined for this game by Brandon Blakeney.
In the building. What's up, guys?
Brandon,
glad to be here.
Welcome to the broadcast. I know I've been with Chase Vade in these past few games, and you've been running around here talking to everybody in the gym, doing a little bit of camera, doing a little bit of stats, doing a little bit of everything.
Hey, just trying to stay busy, man. You know, the more versatile you can be, the more irreplaceable, more valuable you are. But I'm excited to finally get a seat next to Mr. Big Tom James Blackburn over here, watch some quality hoops. Got one of the best teams in the QC coming up to Winston, coming up to the Trade 4 to take on Reynolds, the proud Reynolds Demons. So we should have a good game on our hands, man. A lot of offense I'm expecting.
Well, I've seen a lot of offense today, so it's I'm hoping for a good game. We had a really good first game. Walkertown High School defeated Dudley on a last-second shot. Last game we saw Winston-Salem Prep play against Faith, and that was close to the first quarter, but Prep just had too much depth. They ran away with a 20-point-plus win. But like you said, now we get to see Independence, who is top-rated team in the state, multiple college prospects.
Definitely.
And they're going up against R.J. Reynolds basketball, which R.J. Reynolds is going to be in the home white. And we're going to have Charlotte Independence is going to be, looks like the black and gold. So both teams actually the same colors, black and gold and white are their majority colors.
Yep.
Oh,
those blacks are sweet, man.
They are. They look real good. So, and you look, I could just tell just from looking at this lineup on the floor, the physical bodies, the body types of these guys is just different than any team I've seen today here.
Yep. And that's what you get when you get these kids out of Charlotte, man. I don't know if the water's a little different down there or what, man.
That number 1, Matt Smith, I know I had started his name earlier. You had told me about him. You've seen a lot of these guys, so yes, I know I've never seen a single one of these guys play, so I know I'm going to be asking you a lot throughout the broadcast about these guys, what you've seen from them, their college interests, etc.
Hey, that's what I'm here for, man. And the Patriots win the tip-off. They're getting ready to get things started here, man. And I'm expecting them to be well-coached, well-disciplined.
Yes.
They're going to move the rock. They're going to be patient, and they're not going to beat themselves.
Well, you mentioned coaches. Billy Martin is the head coach at R.J. Reynolds. He's got a host of assistants that all have a lot of experience. Coach Martin's been there for years.
Yes, sir.
Years and years doing his thing. And on the independent side, you got Preston Davis, who's just done an awesome job with this club.
Yeah, I completely agree. 2 really respected guys in the community. So that's number 22, Josh Robinson, off on the jumper there.
That's Ian Henderson with the 5'11" senior for Reynolds, splashes home the 3.
And you'll be seeing a lot of that. That's his game, man, just a gunner. Kid's a sniper. He'll play both ends, look to get people involved. Deep 3 there, bang. Coming right back at him. That's number 3, Jordan Mobley, one of the captains of this Charlotte Independence squad.
Yeah, now Independence is playing the man-to-man. Reynolds starts off with the 2-3. We've seen a lot of 2-3 today.
Yeah. And I don't know if people are just bang, another one.
Can't go underneath that ball screen.
Another one. You cannot. He will burn you all day. And I don't know if it's people scared to play man. Jamarius Burton's off on the 3 there.
Well, and you know what I'm looking for, too? Great up-ahead pass. Got that one partially blocked, I believe, by number 1, Matt Smith, who just looks to be a man amongst boys this game.
And I'll tell you, this matchup right here, you take a closer look as Smith goes with the up and under finish.
There's the first CLLM Christian Leitner-like move of the day, right there.
A little finesse hook under, and that'll be a good matchup to watch between James Borderland and your guy Matt Smith right there. 2 trees down there, long, athletic, and if you see, they're kind of built very similar.
No, they are.
2 4s that are versatile, can guard 1 through 4. Both of them will run the floor well, and athletes. Somebody may be liable to get put on a poster here, James.
Now, you know what I like to see, though, this game early is just 2 clubs that know how to play, that aren't playing no-nonsense basketball. They're moving the ball. You've got a lot of guys to create their own shot. They're not really pressing each other. They respect each other.
Yes,
there's going to be a lot more half-court offense, I believe, in this game. Whereas in the last 2 games, we just saw a lot of run-outs. We saw a lot of bad shots. And this game, we just seem to see, just more true, more traditional basketball.
I agree. A lot of patience. And that just goes back to, the coaching.
The coaching, yeah. Well, and it shows you the level of play with these guys, the college level prospects.
Yep.
You know, the respect on each end. So we should see the best team win this game.
Oh, I completely agree. Oh, strong take there.
It's a great take. The help was a little late by 10.
Just a tad bit late. That's number 4, Rajah Milton on the smooth lay-in there. No, yeah, like you said, Borland just a little bit late. He's a natural shot blocker.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you another thing. As Independence moves the rock around.
No, they do. They're moving the ball real well. You have to against the zone, especially athletes like Reynolds has. Good box out a rebound. Two-hand rebound there, but Reynolds, that's 22. Tobias Johnson, sophomore, 6'3".
Yep, and he plays his AAU ball. A nice bucket there.
That's good low.
Yeah, good low. Coming off of an all-tournament run at the Frank Spencer. Guys won one of their first titles in a while.
Oh, wow. He just stapled that against the glass. That was Borland. That put a hole in the backboard on that block.
Yeah, that was just outrageous right there.
And, you know, I see right away Reynolds is looking to get some early offense.
Yep.
Whereas Independence, even with some athletes, I see them as a team that's, you know, they're going to slow it down a little bit. You see them walking it up the floor here, you know.
Getting to their set.
Getting to their sets. And,
that was good low again with a 3. And he's been playing some great basketball as of late. Junior guard, playing with a lot of confidence and shooting it at a very high percentage.
Well, tell us a little bit about Jamarius Burton, number 2. He looks to be the primary one at 6'5" and a senior.
Yep.
Do you know a little bit about him?
Jamarius Burton, young man, has taken off his senior year, has just totally exploded. This team has only lost 1 game. I believe they're 12-1 right now, number 5 in max preps, and he is a huge reason why. Big physical guard, built like a football player.
Yeah.
Fast, explosive, just competes on both ends, high motor. Matt Smith there draws the foul, but high motor, super athletic. He will take off on his man, and like you said, a lot of 6'5", a lot to like there. Good size to the next level. Sees the court well, and like you said, they're bringing this zone. He can see over zones, deliver these crisp passes, and he's got. There's a lot of mid majors are taking interest right now. Late bloomer, but hey, if you're late to the party, you better.
It doesn't
hurry
matter.
up.
It doesn't matter if you come in the last day or early. You see a lot of guys come in early, and you know people forget about you, and you might not get better, but. Yeah, I like the size of him, like the look of him.
Total gym rat.
He's a leader, too. I saw him leading vocally already. You see him there pointing. He's doing what he's supposed to do as a senior on this floor. So
and team captain as well. So, you know, his teammates as well as his coaches think very highly of that young man.
We got a tight one here early. It's been everything we pegged it to be, which was going to be a good game. Both teams playing well and you know, moving the ball here. So
totally agree. And Reynolds last year, pretty much the same team they had last year. They took some bumps. They were a little bit younger last year, a little bit more undersized. But Borland, that's good look just to rebound the finish there.
That was nice with the contact. Good no call. You know, this is a good officiated crew we've had. Last game they did a great job. This game they let them play. You know, the first game today we had about 40 fouls. This game we've only got 2 total. We had about 15 at this point in the first game. So
definitely, and with
nice high low pass.
Oh,
great pass. I like that. And you notice, like you said, Burton. I like his versatility. Brandon, he brought the ball up the floor, and then they've put him all over the zone. You saw him in the middle of the zone. You've seen him run the baseline, see him get out to the wings, and you know, like you said earlier too. I mean, Independence just showing excellent patience on the offensive end.
Oh, I agree, and I feel like that's the way you got to attack a zone. You just got to find that open shot, and you got that man in the middle, that playmaker who can just sit down there at the free throw line and just dish out, you know, to the open man. That helps you a lot. Going back to what I was saying though about this Reynolds squad, I think they're playing a lot better. They're playing with more confidence than last season. They've had a year to kind of gel together, and coach is getting the best out of this young Demons group.
They're looking good early, and now Reynolds or Independence showing some soft pressure and getting back to their man-to-man defense.
And, Reynolds not afraid to go to the bench here.
Good defense there too by Burton. Staying in front of the ball, that's key.
Oh yeah, playing both sides.
Good
Miller
help.
that one. And Matt Miller actually averages almost 3 blocks a game on the season. Oh, excuse me, Miller. Matt Smith averages almost 3 blocks on the season, about 2.8.
You saw it right there.
Yeah, so, I mean, natural shot blocker.
Oh,
great
feet
move.
work shown. He did everything but finish.
And he wants that one back for sure.
Did everything but finish, but.
Oh, Goodlow with the strong
Wow,
take.
wow.
And I'm telling
that
you.
was impressive right there. That's his second take that's been really impressive. He's a
Breakout
player.
junior. He's averaging 13 points a game this year. 6'3", nice size on the wing. Can shoot it. Solid defender. A lot to like. Shots off the mark.
Barbecue chicken alert right here on Netcast Sports. I'm telling you what. He gave him some barbecue chicken right there. He's just too much for these guys to handle.
Too much to handle, and the foul
Matt
will
Smith
be on,
is just a beast out here.
Foul will be on Nazir Clemens, number
6'6", 215. He's every bit of 215. I'm telling you, he's just a load.
He is long, athletic, and the shots that he doesn't block, almost 3 a game, like I said, the shots that he doesn't block, he bothers the majority of them.
So. He makes the free throws. He's got, he's shown some good high-low passing, and man, it's they're gonna have Reynolds is gonna have his hands full with him. Especially, you look out for the fouls here, because whichever big goes out with those 2 fouls early, it's gonna be a matchup nightmare for the other team.
Oh, I agree completely.
And here with him out of the game, you notice that Independence goes to the 2-3 zone, probably because they don't have that force in the back to protect the rim.
Exactly, and you're gonna have to look at, as the shots off the mark there, great rebound. You're going to have to look at some of these other guys to step up, some of these forwards, and rebound together as a unit.
Well, there's Burton with the pass fake. Gets it out to a shooter and, doesn't get the friendly mouse.
And some good hustle there. And that's number 11.
You see both coaches right now, up, active, engaged. They haven't sat down yet, I don't think. I don't know if they will in this game.
No, and I mean, in a contest where everything's on the line and the energy's this high, I don't expect they will. Reynolds showing some great patience, moving the rock around the floor. Almost a turnover there.
Got to get the ball in the middle. Active hands. Wow, the clock still – the clock just went about 2.5 seconds without it stopped. Coaches are so engaged, I don't think anybody noticed.
No, I don't believe it. They did.
The clock operator's like, look, I'm ready to get on out of here.
It's been a day full of hoops, that is for sure. Reynolds looking to move it
pass
around.
To the middle.
Great
nice.
Pass. Shots just off the mark there.
Good rebound for Burton in traffic. Oh, now he's full speed ahead. Pulls it out. Oh, nice stop and go, but quick hands from, who's that, number 12?
Oh, gets it back. Oh, he just
most of the time when you get a steal, you can get it stolen right back.
Now count the and one, and that is number 21 on the and one, Anthony Allen. Now, there was a tough take there on the other end by Jayshon Hawkins. Got a lot of contact, didn't get the foul. Great steal on the other end, though. Way not to give up on the play, but Independence is going to the line for 2.
Yeah, when you get that steal, you see it all the time at different levels of basketball. You get guy that gets the steal, a lot of times he gets it stolen right back. That happens a lot more than people think.
And you're just sprinting down the court, going fast to the basket as you can. Most guys, they don't get that steal and pull the ball back out. That free throw's off the mark. We got number 14.
Let's see. I expect Reynolds to hold for the last shot here.
Oh yeah.
Haven't been able to say that much the last 2 games, but I know Coach Bart, he will go nuts if they shoot it like right now. Nice pump fake. Oh, great help.
Great block.
Burton with the block.
Just look at the rotation. He's got to go up with it. Shots up, and it is off the mark. Action-packed, fast-paced first quarter. What are your thoughts so far?
Hey, I mean, it's good basketball at both ends, Brandon. I mean, you've seen good transition play. You've seen good transition defense. You've seen good defense in general for both teams. And like you said, I mean, you expected a high offensive game, and it is based on, the quality shots guys are getting. But, the defenses on both sides they're engaged. There hasn't been a lot of easy shots.
Oh, I agree on both teams. Definitely rotating, switching, help defense is a must. Shots getting sent into the stands, steals, wide open threes. I mean, it's just been great, fundamentally sound basketball, and that's what you expect when you get 2 legends of the game, and they're passing down all that basketball knowledge to these young kids. We're getting ready for the second quarter of action here.
This is Miles Paulden, number 10 in black, 6'4". He's
versatile guy.
What's funny is they list number 2 is 6'5", and number 10 is 6'4".
Yeah.
Well, number 10 should be about 6'6", and number 2 should be about 6'4".
And that was a typo on that, and I knew it was when I first actually saw that because I actually had the chance to coach Miles Paulden at a camp a while back, volunteering, and he's all of 6'6", and he's strong, physical, and you'll get to see his game. He's a scrapper, hustle. He's solid down lows.
Yeah, give him the ball.
Yeah,
there we go.
He's got the little hook shot down.
Nice pass. He got it back. Oh, up fake. Oh, I like the scrappiness. He didn't finish, but it looked good. I mean, like, he'll be okay.
You see the flashes right there.
I see the feet work.
And he's got to finish right there. But he had a great camp, top 80 camp, and I walked away a fan. A great pass.
Oh, great block. Paulden just read that one perfectly. And this could be a chance. This could be an opportunity we see right now for Independence to kind of break open the game a little bit. I mean, they've got a chance.
Yeah, I think they do, and I think this is big for Reynolds. I'm going to point out one matchup. Number 22, the 6'3" guard, Tobias Johnson. They got him playing the 4 right now.
Oh.
Great block. And I was just talking about Johnson right there. Great block. Has been a defensive stopper. Plays his travel ball with Team Winston. Another tip, and he's just a dog. There he is again. Oh, that's
nice. Use of the backboard. You don't see that. That's number 10.
That's James Borland right there.
The third, 6'6" center. Reynolds has had a few guys like that the past few years.
Oh, yeah. They have those 6'6", 6'7", long, wiry guys, real springy off the bounce.
You see those guys able to play at multiple levels and contribute right away usually. Right now, number 1, Matt Smith comes back to the game. Reynolds still in the zone.
And didn't see Paulden much there. Surprised that he came out of the game so quick. But
got to get that ball below the free throw line. There it is.
Oh, man. Wow.
Oh, boy. This game's being played above the rim.
And I told you we were going to get some action here.
No, we were. Borland is having his own block party on his ends. They get it to him in the post. Borland seems to have more of a face-up game.
Yeah,
than Smith. I mean, Smith can face up, but he can also, back you down.
And great pass. He's got to finish. He blew it.
He had a bad angle, and he was worried about the shot block
from Borland.
Yeah.
Oh,
both teams layups on both ends missed, and then the foul.
And I was looking over the stats, and I'm pretty sure it is James Borland III averages a double-double on the year of 12 points, 13 points, and 10 rebounds. So he definitely gets it done on both ends, and I think he's been he leads his team in scoring actually, and I think he's been one of the reasons this Reynolds team has really resurged in the prominence and being back to competitive.
No, for sure, and Independence right now needs to get a rebound. This is third chance the Reynolds has gotten, and
you don't want to give a shot like that.
You don't want to. You can't turn it over inbounds. You got to look up, man.
He's got man in the head.
Oh my goodness.
And he's
lucky. You got to get rid of the ball. Coach is getting on him for that one. Got to get rid of the ball.
And that's what these college coaches want to see at this level. Is they want to see that basketball IQ.
Goes to the middle of the zone. Got to get rid of it. Referees probably call a foul. Coach wanted a jump ball.
They're getting a little physical down there with Borland, really getting into the youngster's chest. And I love the way that Coach Barton uses his bench. I think we've seen about 9 different players get in for Reynolds so far. He's not afraid to let these guys flourish. Oh, great block there. Great block.
Walk. He called travel. Well, I think. Well, yeah, he called it travel.
Great defense there by Smith. Way to stay on his feet. See, he just goes up, doesn't foul. To pay attention to that, young guys, young forwards, young shot blockers. Doesn't leave his feet, doesn't foul, just stays there, stays straight, and he's rewarded. His team's rewarded with an extra possession.
I agree.
And Burton with a great find.
You could tell, oh, wow, big time putback.
And the extension. Extension. Took all 6'5" of them to get that one.
It did. Burton with the tip. Real nice tip. Oh, nice pass.
And
these teams are just moving the ball so well. I mean, that one, though, is not smart going cross court. Nice fake.
And the foul. Great steal. And that's an and one from number 21, Anthony Allen, the sophomore. Another sophomore underclassman getting in, playing minutes. And you know, for a team in a program like Independence, you got to be pretty darn good if you're getting minutes as an underclassman on a team like this.
No, you really do with multiple upperclassmen on this team.
And free throws off the mark. And Anderson leads this Reynolds team in assists. He's the primary ball handler, assist man, playmaker, and he also averages 9 points on the season because he can shoot the leather.
Oh, wow, that's that dangerous pass.
And you'd think they would learn from that mistake the previous possession, making that flimsy cross-court pass. Going to Borland.
I like that. That's a good move. There it is. Burton, the one dribble pull-up. Nice shot.
Oh, it's so long, so athletic.
Oh, wow. I don't like that call. That might be the worst call I've seen this game.
Now
I don't want to kill the referees too bad. They've done a great job. But
just giving
that one, though, I questioned out a lot.
And the foul will be on number 21, Devin Ingram.
Coach Billy Barton will not like that call.
Smith knocking down the free throws. And you don't typically see too many 6'6" power forwards in D1. But I think Smith has the athletic ability and the upside to definitely play at that level. And if his coaches can work on his outside shooting and, get him a little bit more comfortable putting the rock on the floor, he could be special. That's number 21, Devin Ingram, coming right back after the foul for 3.
Another tip in by Burton, misses it that time.
And somebody for this in white is going to have to help James Borland rebound this basketball because it's him versus everybody else in black.
Yeah, you're right about that. They're leaving the big man there to do the grab the board.
And they put Clemens back in.
And he struggled. That's number 4, Milton. He struggled this game early on, but you can tell he's got a stroke to him. He's got confidence. He's going to keep putting it up. And, man, if they're already up 6, some of those 3 shots start falling, this could be a double-digit game.
And the thing you have to like if you're a coach is that the looks he's missing are open, so they are finding the right shot.
Oh, for sure. This defense is just so active, though, for Independence.
And the length.
Oh, wow. That one came off a little funny.
Yeah, it did. I don't know what happened there. Just rushed it. Misfire there. A great take. Not a great shot, but great penetration.
Good block right there. Another block for Smith.
And this length is just ridiculous for Independence right now. I mean, at all 5 positions, they're just significantly bigger than the Demons.
No, they really are. I mean, like you said, as opposed to Borland, really the only guy that could do anything. But now they have a significant height advantage right there.
I mean, that's your point guard posting up a forward on the other team.
Yeah, I mean, Reynolds right now, they're going to have to go. They're going to put in our guy, Caden Davis. We saw him at the CP3 camp.
Oh, yeah. Love
true
Caden
freshman.
Davis.
He's a beast. Oh, wow, there's the deep 3 from the corner by 30, Charlie Minch.
Big shot there by Minch. Just came off the bench, and look at the junior, Pavlovic Jr. ready to contribute right away. Big rebound, big stop, and like you were saying going back, Caden Davis, love his game. A great take. That's number 21, Devin Ingram. But Davis played big in the Frank Spencer tournament. Shot the ball really well, so maybe he can be a spark plug for these guys.
2 good rebounds right there for Reynolds. Boxing out the bigs from Independence because Independence has been feasting on offensive boards. Another three. Boom, Mitch. We're going to have to get out on him.
6 points off the bench, and the snipers at it. Call my man Charlie Sparkplug Mitch because he's bringing the firepower off the bench.
I like that. Yes, sir. As Coach Davis calls the timeout just to corral the troops. Reynolds has tied it back up.
And I think that's what Reynolds has to do when they go small in this lineup. They got pretty much five guards. You have to play faster than you normally do. You got to spread it out, and you got to let that thing fly. You got to stroke the leather because what you lack in size, you got to make up for.
I agree. I mean, they're getting some. They got to get out. You look for a change of defense here, possibly for Independence. Is a bit of a 2-3 and a man-to-man, and at the very least, they're going to be looking to get out the shooter Mitch.
And I think the 2-3 was working at first. I mean, they got this Syracuse-like length compared to these Demons out here, but I think just the passing, the patience of the Demons really just finding open shooters, and they got these guys out here that aren't afraid to knock down some shots.
Yeah, look for the ball here to be pounded into the post because they've got the size advantage. There's the horn set. It was a good set. He just wasn't quite patient enough, and credit Reynolds for getting it.
He wants it again.
Oh, wow, that's a bad shot. He got a little greedy right there.
Just feeling himself a little bit.
Yeah.
A little heat check. Oh, stay on your feet, young man.
Oh, that's a big call.
Caden Davis down there fighting for boards with the big fella. The freshman getting his war wounds, his stripes early in his high school career.
Yes, sir.
And I'll tell you one thing, compared to a lot of these upperclassmen, Caden Davis don't look like no freshman out there.
No, he doesn't. He really doesn't. So here, Reynolds is going to, Independence is going to stay in the 2-3. You see the link shown, though, from just putting their arms out. That's a force.
And the young freshman force it passes there. He's got to get back on D, and let's see if they can close out this quarter. And then Miles Paulden back in the game. Maybe they'll go to the mismatch down there.
He had him sealed.
And one.
You see, I'm glad the referees are calling more blocks this year.
Yeah.
And charges.
It seemed like 9 times out of 10 last year.
There was a charge, right? But now this year they're going to a little bit more blocks. That's the second time this game I've seen them. Even though Reynolds faithful does not like it.
Looks like we got a little confusion here. I'm not sure if they gave my guy number 5
the bucket. I see the Independence fans. There might be more Independence fans here than Reynolds fans.
Yeah, a lot of green.
I don't know how that happened.
Man, they travel pretty well.
They're traveling. Ball don't lie is what Rasheed Wallace would say, Brandon. He would shout, ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. Hey, it was true back then and it's true today.
It's never lied. Look for Reynolds to get here to hold for the last shot.
Oh, great pass. You got to finish it.
Oh, wow, big block. That's the second time they didn't hold for the last shot. And let's see if it cost them.
We got to stay heady over here as well. Coach Martin is not happy there how that last sequence went down.
He's not happy with that call because the man jumped on his back.
A lot of contact there, but like we said, the refs have been letting them play. A lot of contact. I think both teams, you got to be happy with that first half.
Yeah.
I think Reynolds executed really well, shot the ball really well. They're obviously undersized. Oh.
Yeah, we're going to go into the break here at halftime with Independence leading 30-28. All right, we are back here at the Hoop Cities Invitational here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina at Winston-Salem Prep High School.
Yes, sir.
Back for the second half. I'm James Blackburn, here with my man, Brandon Blakeney, who tell me about the first half a little bit if you just now turned in, Brandon.
I think it's everything we thought it was and more, honestly, man. A lot of offense, a lot of patience like we're seeing right now. Two teams executing and really getting after it. Good, clean basketball. And I love how the refs are really letting them play, James.
No, for sure. It's been a real tight battle between Reynolds and the home whites and Independence and the away or the visiting blacks. And we've seen a good play for both ends. I really like the two bigs on both ends. We got Larry Borland, the third, number 10 in white. The big guy in the middle will block shots. He's athletic. He can face the basket, and he's going up against number 1 in black there at the high post. That's Matt Smith. He's a big man that will really block shots too. Really get up above the rim. Two college prospects.
Definitely, hands down. Love watching them work. We got another one on our hands
that's the spin cycle right there.
Jamarius Burton.
He's got such a quick second jump. I mean, how many times have you seen him tip in shots? That time his own miss.
Yep.
Oh, great anticipation.
Great steal and lay on the other end. That's number 5, Andre McKee.
This is the biggest lead of the game right here for Independence. Really, either team. A little bit of a pressure shown. Little 1-2-2, three-quarter court.
I think Reynolds is going to have to go back to that patience, just spreading the floor out and finding a good shot for either Henderson or Goodlow.
One more.
There it is. Caden Davis. Line it up. Shots off the mark.
One-handed rebound right there. That's just man strength.
And that's your point guard, folks.
Yeah,
that is your point guard. Plant, and it looks like number 22, Tobias Johnson, will pick up the foul there.
This is a...
Y'all, you need anything from the concession stand?
Good hospitality shown by Winslow Prep.
Definitely
Get
make
us
this
some
feel
water.
at home over here. Got to stay hydrated, just like those guys.
I'm pulling a triple header over here. I'm on my third overtime. I got to make sure I get some water, Gatorade, whatever they want to give me.
They bringing out the big guns for Hoop Cities.
I'll take it. So, number 3, Mobley for his third, makes it 3 for 3, and wow, before you know it, they're almost got a double-digit lead here. This press has Reynolds on his heels a little bit. This is the first time we've seen any of that.
Great pass, and that's Borland's shot right there.
That's a good shot. Good shot, good touch by the big fella. Good pass, too.
And I think they need to continue to run this offense through him. He really got it going in the first half. The Independence Patriots haven't really found an answer for it. They got to keep going to this guy.
You know, Henderson's the first guard I've seen today. He's number 5 in white. A little hard to see. Great box out right there, by the way, too, from Goodlow. But Henderson, who's about to get the ball right here, not only I thought he was just a shooter when I first saw him. I never had seen him play before, but I've seen throughout the whole game he's a poise guard. We haven't seen many guys today that can make plays for other people, and he's a guy that could do that.
Exactly.
There's the up ahead pass to his teammate,
and he's one of those guys that doesn't jump back.
Oh wow! Smith caught Borland right in the stomach, and he's slow to get up. Independence has to 5-on-4, but they get the over the back call. That's got to be their second or third this game.
Borland's still a little shaken up over there. Got hit in the chops.
He got hit hard. He's lost. It looks like he got the wind knocked out of him.
And they're going to have to get him back in the game as quick as possible whenever, he gets settled down. Looks like everything's okay. We're walking under his own strength.
Yeah, I hope he did get hit in the – it looks like it's the stomach, but –
yeah, it looked like he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, it was unexpected whistle. So, wow, there's that press leading to –
and he gets called for the travel.
That's the second time number 5 has just, you just got to slow down a little bit, just make the right decision.
He could be one of these guys that plays both sports for Independence. Might have a little bit of a football
Another turnover. Wow.
That's just 3 back-to-back turnovers.
Just throwing it right to him.
And you don't see that much from a Coach Billy Martin team.
And this is kind of the game's kind of getting away from Reynolds a little bit here, and they could use some of that hot shooting from 3 that we saw in the first half because right now they're down double digits and Independence is at the line for more.
And I think this is right now Borland as he checks back in. This is where Caden Davis has to be more aggressive coming off the bench. This is where Ian Henderson, has to be more aggressive. This is where Mr. Goodlow have to be more aggressive. These shot takers and shot makers. They got to get something going for Reynolds. They got to get going now.
Yeah, well, let's just start with just getting a shot because, right now you keep throwing those loopy passes. And
I'm telling you, lollipops going through there.
Yeah. Watch the baseline right here because there's that high-low. Nice.
Backdoor cut.
Oh, my goodness. Another turnover. He missed.
And that's 4 back-to-back turnovers, and I don't care who you are.
Oh, man, they called a charge.
Ian.
Wow.
Way to, hustle on the other end. Not afraid to sacrifice.
That's a rough call right there.
It might have been a rough call. But, hey, the Demons will take it.
That is a rough call. Coach Preston Davis is not happy about that one.
He said, we didn't come all the way to Winston for this.
No, we did not.
Big shot there.
It's a quick shot.
And their big man's up. And he's back in. That's what they need Borland to do.
You got to box out.
That's what he brings.
Yeah, when you take a shot on that end, it's you're gonna usually get the rebound on the weak side. So, who said the big man is dead, Brandon? Because I'm seeing a lot of big man battles in this game.
That's what I'm saying, man. Everybody wants to play on the perimeter now. We need some of them big boys down there.
We need some big Joel Embiid type guys. There it is, little feet work, big man versus big man.
Great rebound.
Look at this.
Way to go back. You got to hustle. No, you can't wait on that ball right there, number 21. And that's the junior guard, Devin Ingram, and Coach Martin is not happy with this guy right now, and deservedly so. Just a little bit of a lack of hustle. He kind of got caught watching him. With this length and these athletes on Independence, you can't get caught slipping.
Nice pass. Good patience right here by Reynolds.
They had good
get the ball inside. There's another turnover.
Good hustle by Ian Anderson.
Oh, that's goaltending. They'll call that. Yep. Man, I wish I was even athletic enough to goaltend a shot. If I was, I might have gotten called for goaltending every play in high school. Man, I'm telling you. But here we got a substitution. Number 21, we talked about him earlier. He's Anthony Allen, 5'10" sophomore coming in the game. And, this 1-2-2 pressure is just really causing a lot of problems. Wow. That's some grown man strength right there for number 10, Borland.
Just eats the contact, goes up strong, and maybe that'll be the momentum shift this team needs.
That was huge. You're right.
I'm telling you, this kid Borland, man, he looks like the real deal.
He reminds me of the kid they had a couple years ago that, what was his name? That he's now at UNC Pembroke. Akil, that's his name, yes. Yeah. It reminds me of him. He's a little different, Akil was a guy that could stretch you a little bit.
Exactly.
A little
dribble it a little bit more.
Could dribble a little bit more. But Pembroke got a good one in him.
And
he's playing really well for him. And, I see this kid, Borland, being similar level prospect, a high-level D2 guy,
I definitely agree. And if he does have a career like Carr has down in UNC Pembroke, UNC Paradise, as we call it down there, Big Three. From
Here
Mr.
comes
Goodlow.
Reynolds. Cut the lead in half.
I think he could be a really good college player, though.
Nah, he can. And, nice look there in the corner to the sophomore. Get it back inside to his big fella. Oh, that's nice.
Strong, athletic,
that's nice.
Strong. And again,
the CLLM. Christian Leitner-like move right there.
And that is a point guard, ladies and gentlemen. We see Burton right now playing a lot of playing a lot of different positions right now. He's doing a lot of damage in the paint, but make no mistake about it, number 2's natural position is the one.
Well, you know what I like seeing, though, with these guys is, we see it with, I've seen it with Matt Smith, number 1. I've seen it with Burton, who was just in the line, and I've seen it with Larry Borland. You know what they all three know what they are. And you don't see him taking bad shots from the perimeter. You see some of these bigs nowadays, especially guys that are maybe in between positions at the next level. Everybody tells them, you got to shoot threes to make it and all this stuff. And, these guys, they're not doing that. They're doing what they're good at,
Playing to their strengths, not doing too much.
Exactly, and they're going inside, and they're getting buckets because nobody's able to stop them. So I respect that. You see number 2, he's not a three-point shooter, obviously. He's not taking threes. He's just bullying people down low. And look at that. There's the left hook. The left hook. Kareem would be happy.
And I'm telling you,
I love it. Oh, wow.
Great move. Oh, just couldn't finish.
Nice pass. That's a great pass. Great pass by number 4.
They've got to get some rebounds going here, but
they do.
I'm telling you, that Hezzy and that ball fake from Goodlow, man.
Yeah. Well, both of these teams, though, don't really have a lot of, if they have shooting, they're not really showing it, but they're just playing, good old traditional old-fashioned basketball, Brandon, and getting it done. So.
Agreed, and I think Reynolds would have the edge in the shooting
department.
I
agree. They definitely have that.
Teams.
Yeah.
But like you said, I think Independence, not a whole lot of shooters, but they don't need to.
No.
Like you said, they're playing towards their strengths. They know attacking the basket is where their bread and butter is. So that's where they're getting their money at, and it's working out for them.
No, for sure. They're doing the right things. They're moving the ball, and they're getting transition points. They're getting points in the half court, and they're throwing it down to that block, and they're getting fouled is another thing they're doing. So
I got Davion Williamson walking by the camera, Mr. Frank Spencer last week.
There he is again, inside. Good kick-out pass. There's the sophomore. There we go. There's Allen.
Maybe that's where his role is. Maybe we figured it out.
Yeah, no, he's smart. He's not forcing stuff. He's playing to his strengths. And wow, I wonder who they're calling that on. That looked like that was a little bit of both teams right there. Yeah, looked like he held him off with the arm, but then he came over. So just don't call anything.
Yeah, that kind of cancels each other out in that aspect.
It's that's what Coach Davis is saying right now. You can't call it on my guy.
But I'll tell you what, too. I appreciate my guy Burton, Jamarius' court vision. You saw the point guard skills.
It was a great pass from. He's so good at that high post. Oh, there he is. That's that mid-range.
And one. Are you kidding me?
But see, look, he knows what his range is. That's his shot. That's his area, and that's so hard to stop. I don't care if a guy can take a three or not. How you can stop the face-up game if he pump fakes off that? He's athletic enough to take it inside.
6'6".
Great touch.
And I'm telling you, you cannot tell me some of these local schools here cannot use a big like that at the next level,
for
D2
sure.
or D1.
No, he could definitely play in some low-level D1 conferences without a doubt. There's not enough bigs out there, so you can rest assured that this game will be. This is one of those game tapes he could send out.
Oh yeah,
against another team like Independence with the level of players they have.
Exactly. Number 5 in the state coming in. It looked like they got a little tied up there. But, yeah, like you said, if this was a resume, man, I think he might get the job.
Yeah. No, that's what it's about. So both teams, you know what else they do is they space the floor well.
Yep.
Even with shooters or without shooters, they're still spacing the floor.
They use the entire floor.
Yeah, exactly. You saw it out here on this position. It's so hard to guard that. I don't like that call. Just let the guy play.
Bogus call there.
Yeah, that's not a good call. These officials have made a few questionable errors on both sides here, especially on the independent side. They're not getting the benefit of the hometown whistle.
None of that home cooking in here.
No, not at all. Well, I guess you should say that Reynolds is getting the benefit.
Yeah.
That should be the correct way to say it.
They're getting all the home cooking.
Yeah, but like look at the floor right now. They're using the whole thing, and that's just good coaching, like you said earlier, Brandon. Because whether you have a three-point shooter or not, that doesn't mean you can still space the floor. And then if you get the ball, you don't have to take the three. You can pump fake. We've seen that a lot this game. If guys pump faking. And Reynolds is going to hold here for the last shot, which I like. Let's see if they can do it this time. They put up the shot a little too soon the last couple of times, and Independence has actually gotten a shot off.
And you see with like 30 seconds left in the quarter, this is the area where the guys you got to go.
You got to go here. Now you force your man. They're not going to call that. Yeah. That's a good no call.
Yeah, that shot had no chance of going in.
That was a, in a possession like that, you hold it for that long, you don't want to give it to a guy that's short in the quarter.
Yeah, and I mean, the refs really would have had to bail him out at that point.
No, for sure. We're going to go into break here. All right, we are back, guys, for the final quarter here at the Hoop Cities between hometown Argent Reynolds High School that has the ball now in white and Charlotte Independence in black. Me and Brandon has been really enjoying this broadcast, and we hope for a good final ending here. We can see if Reynolds can make it a game of it.
Oh, yeah, I'm really hoping so.
Oh! Little shack to the fool right there as the ball comes off his foot, hits my man in the face. But yeah, this has been a real good one. What do you think? What do you think Reynolds needs to do, Brandon, to kind of cut this lead, cut this deficit?
I think they're going to need Goodlow and. Oh wow, that's just an odd sequence right there. Reynolds still recovers the possession, but I
see this active zone of Independence is really. You know what? Independence has turned the defense up the second half.
They really have, and I think Coach might have got in them at halftime because they are swarming the ball now.
They're all over the place right now. Reynolds needed to reverse the ball. The ball hasn't touched this side once.
And they got probably the best three-point shooter on the team. Hasn't really
on
gotten
that side, yeah.
there.
Now he's good. Now he's good. Take it, and let's see. He's going to kind of slow down tempo a little bit. Put it on. That's the first time all day a point guard has put the ball to his arms and just slow down his team. I haven't seen that yet, Brandon.
And it's like a coach out there on the court. You can't teach that.
Big block, though, after the whistle.
Burton says, give me that. Get that out of here, man.
They ought to credit the block after the whistles. That's the thing. It's like how you can count the bucket after a whistle, but not the block.
Come on,
man. He just saved the three-point play, so I've never understood that. If I was ever appointed to be commissioner of the world for basketball, I would put that rule in first place.
And I think defense might get a little bit more love on your watch.
Yeah. No, it might. I don't know if I'll ever get voted in, but we'll see. And here comes Matt Smith into the ballgame. I don't know how many fouls he has, but I think he has 3.
I was about to say the same thing. I think he has 3.
Yeah.
And
we'll be looking to see if he does pick up the one more, then, we'll be seeing how that plays but they've done a pretty good job of letting the 2 bigs battle.
They really have, and you've seen a couple different looks from those guys.
Oh, nice. I love that left-handed sweep. That thing, that's nice. That's real nice.
Not many guards have that in the repertoire.
Yeah.
That's a tough bucket.
The greatest scorer in the game, Brandon, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you know what he used? He used the sky hook. You know how many times I've seen that hook shot since? 0.
Nobody uses it.
Why is nobody shooting the hook when the greatest scorer in the game, better than Michael, better than Kobe, better than Magic, better than any of those guys, and nobody else will do it?
Well, one, it's not super sexy, super flashy, but 2, I feel like it took my man Kareem a long time to master that. Maybe kids just don't have the dedication to really put the time in, because the only person I've ever seen close to coming to do it like Kareem is my guy Magic. Yeah,
Magic had it, and he played with Kareem. But back in the day, though, we're talking back in the 30s, 40s, 50s. The George Mikens of the day.
Oh yeah.
Those guys, all those guys had hook shots. That's what people don't understand is every player at the high school, college, and NBA levels back then, they had hook shots.
Yep.
And now you just see that as a lost art. But it's like, man, that's an impossible shot to stop.
Maybe it evolved into the floater.
Yeah, I guess it did.
Oh, great take.
Great block out of his area. Smith comes in from everywhere. That kid, and he's still got another year to play.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, 2.8 blocks a game, and it's not a joke. Read the scouting report.
Yeah, no, you got to pump fake. They did that early in the game. You got to pump fake, ball
that
fake.
Man off his feet.
Yeah.
Oh, great defense there, and Reynolds is still in this game.
That's another turnover for McKee. He's had a tough game with the turnover battle.
Look at
nice.
And
nice.
A lot of contact there.
I like that. Good footwork shown.
Another junior, and they're going to be able to do some things.
Silky smooth on that for sure.
And just his body control, the footwork where he stop on a dime and just able to elevate right after. I love it.
Nice pass. You see that pass?
Oh, great steal.
Great anticipation
he's
right there.
Ahead. Oh, great pass. He's got to go right up. You cannot wait for Burton to get back in position.
Good steal by Burton.
He's going all the way with it.
That kid's good.
And 1. Count it.
Another block right there.
Foul.
Burton's just too strong.
And you can't let him get a full head of steam like that.
That pass he made right there from the left elbow all the way to the right corner. That's from our angle. That's. There's not many players.
That's next level.
There's not many players at the next level that can make that pass. And what I like about him is, I remember when I coached, we used to tell guys, when you catch the ball at the mid post, against the zone, you can't keep your back to the defense. You're not a threat. You've got to face. Yep. You got to make a play you. And when you do that, you destroy the zone. That's impossible to guard. And that's what he's done all game long is he's attacked the zone from the high post.
Exactly. And like you said, when you do face up, you got to make that. When you do face up, you have options. You can make decisions.
And he's been making the right
big
decision.
Shot.
Oh, wow.
Henderson counted.
And little fist bump from my partner there at the booth.
And he's out there shooting like Marshall Henderson.
Marshall Henderson. You know where Marshall Henderson played last? He was in 4th Division Italy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, after playing in Iraq, and he hasn't been heard of since. So hopefully his career does not take the same turn as Marshall Henderson's, who's struggled with a lot of things off the court.
Yeah, I was about to say, that could be a little bit of off the court, too.
Yeah, it was all off the court. There he is again.
Pulls up.
Bird, he's my pick for MVP this game.
I'm telling you, inside that free throw line and it's a problem.
That's a good no call right there. He flopped a little bit on that 3, and ref wasn't going to have anything to do with that one.
He's not going to fool me, young man.
No, Burton had a proper closeout that was under control. He didn't jump. They're not going to give you that whistle. See a lot of players nowadays trying that.
Yeah.
I've seen that all.
It's like, man, get back up and go play defense.
Yeah.
That'd be way more impressive.
Good timeout here by Preston Davis. He just wants to, game's getting tight. Under 4 minutes to go, and
10-point game.
10-point game. He wants to
this into
he wants to make sure that his team gets a good shot here, and be looking right here for Reynolds to come out in some sort of. There's going to be a trap. There's going to be some sort of change of defense because right now, if you're Reynolds, if you could come out I could see Coach Martin setting up a full court press possibly.
Yep.
Get a quick bucket and then jump in right into a press. So if you're Independence, you've got to be ready for that, and just take care of the ball. And we haven't seen that the last few games. Teams have leads and teams just play.
Well,
exactly. I don't expect that from Independence. I expect them to use a lot of clock here,
milk that clock,
get a good shot. So we'll see what they do.
And I think if you're Reynolds, anybody but Burton.
Well, they got to take away that high post.
They have to, because I think if you're Independence, you got to go to Miller here.
You're in that zone for a reason. You're in the zone because Independence doesn't have much shooting.
Exactly.
But you can't just allow them to keep going to the high post. They're spreading them out, but it's like, don't go out there,
Exactly.
And you see right now Burton's just playing it at that high post. He catches it, faces it, and he's patient. You see him, he's patient.
And
look, you see they're using clock. We expected to see this.
Yep. And
they got to come out on him.
They got Burton, they got Miller both posting up.
Yeah, now Reynolds is going to go to a man. They're going to have to because they're just going to milk the clock. Now they've already taken off 30 seconds off the clock.
That's a whole possession.
Yep, and now we got one-on-one. Burton's just bullying him his way. Another barbecue chicken alert.
It's not too cold for cookouts.
No, it's not.
Welcome to the barbecue.
And I mean, man, you could have drawn that up any better if you're Coach Davis. You come out of timeout, take off 35 seconds off the clock, get the ball to your best player's hands for a clear out at the top, and he just bullies his way, and now you get 2 easy points, And
he does that. He earns trips to the free throw line. I mean, he goes so strong. When you're a physical player like that, you're going to get fouled.
And he's a mismatch nightmare. I mean, really at any level. I mean, he might be, out of all the players we've seen today, he's definitely the most college ready. And he might be one of the highest rated prospects we've seen today.
Oh, yeah. I mean colleges are loving him right now.
Does he have D1 offers?
Yeah, recruitment trail has completely just lit up for this guy. And
I respect that, being a late bloomer. I mean, a guy didn't stop working. He just plays, too. You don't see him out there, shooting shots and going crazy on a make. He's been there before. He's act like it. And he's physical.
Oh, great take there.
Oh, wow. Big-time body control by Goodlow. And I like Goodlow, too, a lot.
Smooth. He's just smooth out there. He's
very
silky.
Smooth.
You watch him, and he just never looks out of place. He doesn't look frazzled, forced. He's just there.
No, he doesn't. That was a glide, wasn't it?
And I'm telling you, his body control, kid just hangs in the air, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's just another guard around the area that you don't hear much about. A junior, a late bloomer. Didn't, do a whole lot his sophomore year. This year, averaging about 13 points a game, second in the scoring for the team. And he's making some noise. Made, all-tournament team in the Frank Smith Holiday Classic. So, I mean, he's really playing with big confidence right now.
No, and he looks better than a 13-point per game guy.
He does, and I completely agree. He shoots that thing, man. He can get hot in a hurry. He's one of those guys that if he sees one go in here, he can hit 3 and 4 in a row and really cut this lead in a hurry.
No, he definitely can, and but right now Martin called that timeout for a reason. He called that timeout to set up some pressure defense. So be looking for a full court trap here from Reynolds, because you can't allow Independence to take off 30 seconds.
Exactly.
Even if you score, even if Independence doesn't score and they take off 30 seconds, the game's over.
Exactly.
So here it is. Here's the press. So we've got, it looks like a full court man press. Look for a trap off of this.
Man for man. We'll see what happens. Okay.
And they're not going to trap right now. I thought they were going to do a run and jump. Be looking for a run and jump right here.
Yep, there
he goes.
And he didn't get there quick enough.
No, he could tell it was coming the whole time. And there's the wide open layup.
Just read it.
Yeah, he didn't disguise it well enough. I could tell he was going to go the whole time.
And if we see it from over here.
Well, there's a great take, but just couldn't find the mark. This is a big three. Boom! Wow, he calls another timeout after a big three by Goodlow. But you're still down 9, 2 minutes to play.
We're getting a lot of action over here, too. We got to keep our hands ready, man. Might have to throw an assist out here.
We have this whole entire game. So.
But, like you said, I think Reynolds has to keep shooting the rock. And Henderson, they're going to need him down the stretch. They're going to need Goodlow to keep making shots. And they're going to need Borland to keep competing on the boards because, I mean, Independence has thrown 3 different matchups against Worland. We've seen Burton check him some. We've seen, Matt Smith check him some. We've seen Miles Paulden check him some. So, I mean, they've got a lot of bodies, different looks at him.
Yeah, here's the full court defense again, and be looking for possibly another run and jump. You got to watch the clock here. They got 10 seconds to get it across, and they barely just did.
Another take there. Strong take, and that's back-to-back plays for number 5, Andre McKee, and we saw him earlier commit some turnovers, but he stayed strong,
He's
made
aggressive.
a play down there.
He's aggressive.
And he's kind of almost built like Burton, just one of those big, fast, strong guards that can keep you on the hip.
And one thing to keep your eye on, too, is Independence actually only has 5 team fouls in this game. So if they still actually have another foul to give, Brandon.
You're right.
You're
right.
Which is really, I mean, you don't see that a lot in this age of basketball. And that foul put Independence in the bonus. So from here on out, every time they foul, they will be shooting free throws, Independence will. So you just don't want to allow many. You can't let a shooter loose.
There it is.
You got a friendly hometown rule. That's a mistake by Independence.
It is.
That's the one thing you don't want to do. You know he does nothing but shoot.
And this game is far from over, and I'm telling you.
That might be the final timeout. I think Independence is probably wondering how many timeouts Reynolds has. That's probably the final timeout for Reynolds. That's 3 in a row off of made baskets. Down 7, 141 left. And be looking possibly for a different full court look.
Yeah. Gotta go something
you
different.
got to do something different. I'd see maybe a 1-2, 1-1.
And I think that might be the best option for these guys. I mean, you're not going to get beat from a three-pointer more than likely. Definitely just trap the middle, force them to run to the outside.
But, it's tough, too, to trap this Independence team because their guards are smart. They've got size. And they haven't had a lot of turnovers this game at all.
They haven't.
They really haven't. So it's tough to trap them because every time they have, Independence is getting to the line, they're getting a layup.
And the sophomore right here might have his toughest matchup of the whole entire season right now.
Good pass.
They're calling on the guard Burton.
There's another time. I mean, every time. And what's happening also is Independence is they don't miss free throws.
No.
So,
it doesn't matter who's been shooting them.
No. But if you're Independence right here, if you could just get a stop and not allow the 2 shooters that are about to enter the contest as Coach Martin's playing offense, defense here. Just can't allow them to get open shots. And you should have this game in hand. So it's Independence number 5. That's Andre Mackey knocks down another free throw.
All these guys just physical athletes, run the floor well. And he knocks down another one. And Reynolds is going to need a little bit of help if they're going to come back at this one.
You see number 3, he's covering up the shooter. He's not playing any help. They do not want to let him loose. Way better defense this time from Independence. There's Goodlow.
Oh,
couldn't get the bounce.
Go back up, Borland, and that's an easy bucket. They're going to come back with the pressure, though.
They have no more timeouts, I don't
almost a
think.
steal there by Anderson. He almost was able to, or Henderson, excuse me, he was almost able to force a
nice decision there by McKee. Pulling it out, using up some clock, and now Reynolds is going to be forced to fouls. They're still in the regular bonus.
And I don't think Rajon Milton's seen a shot go in yet. Might be wise to send him to the free throw line. Don't know what he shoots on the year, but he's kind of cold, hasn't shot a whole lot. So, maybe they can get him to miss one here.
Yeah. Still, it's 3-possession game. And you're right. Missed it. 3 right here makes it interesting.
Oh, you got to give that ball up.
Oh wow, that's gonna be a travel. Yep.
You got to give that ball up, young man. That's a huge turnover from number 21, Devin Ingram, the junior, 6'1" guard. Has made some plays here today for Reynolds, but that one could be the dagger.
You see Independence. I mean, they're just so good under pressure, Brandon. I mean, look at this.
Easy break, and it looked. Oh man.
Yeah.
It looked like Smith was going to punch that one home. They didn't stop that.
Yeah, this team. That's what makes them. You said top 5 of the state. That's what makes them top 5 of the state. They don't turn the ball over. They've got big physical guards that aren't bothered by any pressure. I mean, they just, like you said, the water must be different down there. I mean, you look at the guards from Winston, you look at the guards right now from Charlotte. I mean, they're just, it's a different level.
I mean, Burton would probably be the second biggest kid on Reynolds' team right after Borland.
I know it. I mean, you know, we mentioned number 5 today, McKee. You know, he's had a few mistakes, but now at the end of the game, he's showing, hey, you know, I may have made a few mistakes early, but I'm still 6'3", you know.
Knocking down free throws.
Oh, yeah.
Staying composed.
Put them up 3. They're up 3 possessions right now.
And going back to what you said, just being strong with the basketball. They're not allowing little tips, little smacks. They're not turning over. They're just being strong and they're being smart.
And they dribble the ball so hard. You notice that?
Head up, looking around.
They dribble it hard. It's hard to take it from guys doing that.
It just doesn't leave you a lot of space between hand and court to get up in there. It's been a great afternoon here at Hoops. Great evening Saturday. Westland Prep hosted another.
There's a lot worse places to be than in the gym.
Yeah, I mean, especially anywhere outside at this point, the way it's feeling.
Yeah, you got to find the shooter now. Got to talk on the screens. They did a good job, got through the screen. Oh, wow. I don't know about that one. I do not know about that one.
Yeah.
Look, the clock again. They took about 2 seconds off the clock. They've done that about 3 or 4 times this game.
And I'm telling you, that shot, that's just not the absolute shot you want right there.
No, just because they draw up a play for you to shoot 3 doesn't mean you have to shoot one. Look at this. Look at that. He gets triple teamed. It still finds a guy.
And now they got 2 up.
Now they got a foul, which I think this might be the last time we do this, because if you make 2 shots here, this could be a double-digit game. The game's over. So.
And I will say one thing for Reynolds. I do think this game was a lot closer than 11 points, but in the end, they got outplayed and outsized. You can't.
What was
coach
the
that.
difference in that? The difference was that third quarter. I mean, they just went on a big run. And
defensively, 4 or 5 back-to-back turnovers?
There was all those turnovers. That's what killed them. That's what we said it. That's what broke the game wide open. And, you know, overall, their size just continued to grind out Reynolds. And they haven't, I mean, credit, you got to give all the credit in the minutes. I mean, they haven't turned the ball over. They've taken good shots, and they made their free throws. And look at this. This is another turnover. This should be the game right here.
Miscommunication there. Looks like we're going to get some more subs in.
I wouldn't expect Reynolds to foul here, but as the game is pretty much over.
Did he lose it? Yeah, it looks like
he just threw it out.
They're going to get the shooters back in the game. Be number 30, Charlie Minch, and then number 5, Ian Henderson.
Offense, defense subs. There's the little stagger for Minch. And
oh, you got to shoot that. You had him off balance. Solid take there.
You don't even. Oh man, Coach Meyer calls another timeout.
I didn't think he had any left.
I didn't know he had any left either.
Like the Chris Webber rule with the tech going on.
Yeah, I mean, no, he doesn't have any. Well, they're checking now, I think, at the table.
Yeah, if that's a technical foul here, that's just insult to injury this late in the game.
No, they gave it to him. So 4.8 seconds left, and this one's over. I've never seen a team come back from 9 points and 4.8 seconds left. If he does, he gets Coach of the Year award.
If he does, that's a greater performance than my man T-Max.
Yeah, that's. I hope they don't foul here.
If they come back right now, we need to just go ahead and send them to Dix Nationals.
If they come out right now, I'm quitting I'm quitting my career.
I'm going to broadcast golf.
The only thing I could see, you know, from a coach's perspective that you might want to do is you might want to practice maybe a new type of zone trap, you know, just to not to foul, but just to see if you could get a turnover, to get it to run it against somebody else, like you said, yeah. But I don't see why else you would call a timeout. So we'll see what Reynolds does here. Yeah, they're just practicing a simple They were just practicing a simple trap, and the referees weren't going to give him the foul anyway.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to give him the foul anyway.
No call.
Yeah, for sure. So, but great to have you guys with us here at Netcast Sports, and we are signing off. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks again.